Okay, so here's the situation. On Sunday, March 22nd of 2020, we received information that our county was mandating that those people in the county would need to stay at home and only venture out for essential activities. It is in response, obviously, to the coronavirus, the pandemic that's going around, and I applaud the government and the officials for being proactive in this. It is a little bit unsettling, though, because my family had just gotten back, not this past weekend, the weekend prior, from a cruise, and so they have been self-isolating and self-quarantining themselves. I've been doing the running out and grabbing the groceries and the items that we need that were essential. But quite honestly, the only places that I've been in the last week and a half has been to the grocery store and a feed store for my chickens that I have in the backyard. So here we are. This is day one. So that was Sunday, March 22nd. It was supposed to go into effect today, which is Tuesday, March 24th. And so this is day one of the stay-at-home mandate for my county. And so we've got 30 days. It's a 30-day stay-at-home mandate. And what the criteria for the stay-at-home mandate is that you can only venture out for essential items, and that's the doctor, the pharmacist, the grocery store. If you have some leaky faucet, you can go to the hardware store. But really what they're encouraging, and it is a mandate, they're not going to use any type of civil force to enforce it, but it is a mandate that, listen, stay at home. You know, you've got your food. If you need something else, you run to the store. You practice proper distancing and hand cleaning and those types of things to help prevent the spread of the virus. So my family has taken it very, very well. My family had actually, prior to this, we had been kind of self-quarantining anyway, because my best gal and the girl and the boy had gone on a cruise, and a Caribbean cruise, and came through Florida, came through Miami, and so we separated those guys out, and I was loading up with groceries and supplies, really just about a month's worth of supplies for us, and so as we enter into this, actually last night, the best gal and I, since we had already been kind of social distancing already and self-isolating, self-quarantining, we've been at it for a week and a half already. And so as we roll into this, last night it kind of hit us, wow, we're going into 30 more days. And so really to make sure that we get through this, I'm still working. I can work from home. I certainly can do all my activities. I'm just telling you that business is way off. People are taking this serious. Things are closing down, and I'm in the business that I need the economy to be working, and so my business is off, but my wife is working and things seem to be going well. She's been in a self-office or a home office anyway, and so not a real big transition for either one of us because we work remotely. The girl has been in a virtual school all year, and so that's not going to be a transition. The boy, they're working with the school district, and we'll have him up and going here pretty quick as far as a virtual school and online classes and homeschooling. So we're equipped to really handle this. Now when I say that, I'm saying that we're equipped to handle the mechanics of it. But 30 days isolated and separated when we're all fairly sociable, this is going to be a little bit tough. So one of the things that I thought I would do is first do this. I'm going to document each and every day of this 30-day mandate to stay at home in my county, in my city. But in addition to that, because I will be inside and working, we will get out and do walks when the weather permits. But I want to make sure that I take care of myself. And quite honestly, for the last 8, 10, 12 months, I have not been taking care of myself physically. So that was one of the things that I wanted to implement in these 30 days. It's not going to be anything major. What it's going to do is just keep me active. And so, I went on the internet and picked up several 30-day challenges. And in fact, today I've already finished all my challenges. I'm going to focus on legs and then my chest and then my core, and I'm going to pick up something for my back. But when I say core, more of my abs and not all the way around. What I'm doing is I've got a 30-day squat challenge, body weight challenge, 30-day push-up challenge that I'll be working through, and then a 30-day ab workout where you're doing setups and crunches and bicycles and things like that. I think I'm going to try and figure out a way to do some type of pull-ups for my back. So hopefully I can have a full body experience with the physical side. But the other thing that you want to make sure that you're taking care of is your emotional health. And so again, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. I don't imagine it's going to be very entertaining to anybody watching this, but it is something that I need to do for accountability. I need to make sure that my mind is not drifting to all of the things that can distract us when your city and county and country and world is going through a pandemic. And so and work is certainly there's uncertainty with the environment there, so I want to make sure that I emotionally take care of myself. And so that's part of this, the reason I'm doing this series of videos. I promise not to go too long. This is my introduction period, and so it may be a little bit longer than normal. I really just want to do about 3 minutes, and 3 minutes of my thoughts throughout the day, and maybe that's a name for this, 3 minutes of thoughts. And all I'm going to do is share again accountability of going through my physical health, of going through the challenges, making sure that I stay on track with that, my emotional health, which in addition to these videos to keep me on track and keeping my mind focused on something besides all the bad news that's out there. We've got some different activities with the family that we're implementing that I'll share with you throughout the course of this series. And then, I'm a believer, and so certainly my spiritual health. And so a simple thing that I've done in the past, in addition to some different daily readings, but the Proverbs are a very good read through in a month's time. And so you pick, it's a good. You can get through them, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do one, chapter 1, Proverbs 1, and go through the series, or go through the book. And so that's going to be my spiritual health. So I've got my emotional health, my spiritual health, and then my physical health. And I'm going to bring you along with me on this, if you don't mind. And again, it's part of my desire to hold myself accountable. So I'll probably put these on YouTube, and so if you want to follow along, go ahead and hit subscribe, and like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe so you get notifications of when they come out. Again, I plan on doing one of these a day, 3 minutes of thoughts. 3 minutes of thoughts on just what it's like to go through a stay-at-home mandate during the coronavirus pandemic of 2020. See you tomorrow.